Got himself a podcast. All right. What up, everybody? Live-ish from Hickory. It's Tuesday. Or is it? November the 8th? I don't know. It's election day as you're watching this. And you're about to watch another live-ish, country-ish podcast show. We'll get into that in a minute. Real quick, let me tell you about Sun Drop. See all that behind me? The best citrus soda in the solar system. And they want to give you stuff, prizes and giveaways. All you got to do is go to makeitafsundrop.com and register for a chance to win a VIP experience at the 2022's Duke's Mayo Bowl. That'll be Friday, December the 30th. You don't have to buy anything. No purchase necessary. But you have to be a U.S. legal resident in North or South Carolina. And so just go to makeitafsundrop.com between now and December the 4th to enter. What I say is, well, let's get the show going, boys. What do you say?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Alan!
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was Y'all's underdog, dressed in beer overalls, living next to the woods. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickory and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, cause he's in Hickory.
What up, bumpkins? Beep, beep, beep. Welcome to episode 154 of Country-ish. And today's show is going to be random, spontaneous, fun. No script here. Full disclosure, this is not live. I'm sorry. As I'm recording this, it is Monday, November the 7th, but we're going to pretend that it is, what did I say, the 8th?
November the 8th.
November the 8th, Election Day. Here's what happened. See, I have to fly tonight, to Los Angeles. I'm going to be in an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. So we recorded this Monday, and we're putting it out like it's, at our normal time, so it didn't throw your schedule off. You know what I mean? And we always ask a question, so we'll keep that going. Did you vote? It's Election Day, hashtag Election Day. Did you vote? Let me know in the comments section and tell me who you voted for and why. Just kidding. I don't care about that. I'm just putting it out there. Because what we do is we read comments. We read your comments live on the show. Well, live when I record it. It's very confusing. But I'm going to read comments from last week, and I'm going to give some props to my man Sebastian, who's sitting right over here. Let's go ahead and walk you around the room. Over here we got Sebastian. This guy, 6'7" of twisted steel and sex appeal. Also known as the Southeastern Man of Mystery, Sebastian McConaughey.
Hey.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
I'm going to give you some props here in a minute. Thanks for joining me.
Yes, sir.
Might as well have you come over here in a second, too.
Okay.
Yeah. And then over here, normally checking your comments, one of my interns, Sergeant Mark Haveballs deep. But, we're not live, so we can't check your comments. But he'll fact check me. As we're talking, he'll just, fact check
careful what you ask for.
Yeah, and Google stuff. And he was in Jacksonville, which we'll get to anyway. So last week, the question was, did you have a good Halloween? Did you get any trick-or-treaters? And some people answered it. Some people just did their own thing. Tim Barrington, he said, I sat at the end of the driveway in the lounge chair, drinking alcoholic beverages and passing out candy to all the trick-or-treaters. Well, there you go. I don't think that's the right way to do it. I don't know why, but the lounge chair might throw me off. At the edge of the driveway, are they supposed to come to your door? That's very enthusiastic of you, Tim. I guess you just don't want people in your yard. Right?
Meet them halfway.
Right. I just don't come in here. There's landmines in here. So thank you for the comment. Amanda Moore, she said, I don't know who had this idea for Walgreens, but it was genius.
Well, that was you, Mr. Reed.
Thank you.
And I thought it was genius as well.
I agree. I'm glad we aired that one again because I don't think a lot of people saw that.
No, it was so long ago.
Yeah.
People don't realize that.
How long ago was that?
It was pre-country-ish.
Right.
Yeah, we had a different name.
This podcast used to be called Fried.
Yeah.
And then we changed the name to Country-ish, did a whole rebrand. But yeah, that was for Fried.
It's got lost.
Yeah, and I did go to Walgreens. Last week I wasn't here. Sebastian filled in. I had laryngitis. I had no voice. And I had gigs to do. So I thought, let's put it in the hands of Sebastian and company. They did a hell of a job. But I did have to go to Walgreens to get drugs. I got steroids. Obviously, I'm jacked right now.
Yeah.
And antibiotics. So I'm better. My voice is back. But they still do that. When you walk into Walgreens. And it annoys the piss out of me. Does it bother you guys?
Like I said before when we did that show, it bothers me, especially I always say when you need something you don't want nobody to know.
That's the thing.
The jock itch cream. I need some Monostat for the girl. You ever had to go buy a tampon? You're like, oh, looking to Walgreens, where are the tampons?
And sometimes, right, so maybe you're buying something embarrassing.
Yes.
But also maybe you are kind of sick and you look like shit.
Yeah.
And you don't want people looking at you. But when you walk in, someone goes, welcome to Walgreens, and then everyone looks at you. It's like, oh, great, now you see snot all over my face. It's embarrassing. Cut it out, Walgreens. Nobody likes it. I think we figured out why they did it. Do you know why they do it, Ball?
No, I don't.
It's to prevent people from stealing.
Oh,
So
that's
they
true.
Made
Yeah.
that contact. It's like, I know you're here.
So as soon as you walk in, they let you know, I see you. You've been recognized.
Yeah.
I know that you're in here.
Yeah.
So just know that. But come on, man. Aren't you allowed to steal now from Walgreens? In San Francisco, you can take anything you want, anytime you want.
Yeah.
You can go to jewelry store, Best
Oh,
Buy.
yeah.
I mean,
it's a free-for-all
as
now.
long as you can get it to the car, it's free.
So they should just amend it to welcome to Walgreens, take whatever you want. But yeah, Amanda Moore, that was my idea, and I came up with it because I got pissed that happens all the time. Bob Haynes, he says, great show. You guys covered for John really well. Hit the applause button.
Bob. Thank you.
Sebastian.
Thank you. We will send you the $10 for that you asked me about earlier. Thanks.
You did good. You froze up one time.
One time.
And that was
a
it.
Technical glitch.
Technical glitch. So what we do is just, this is a different episode since we're not live. I'll just give you some inside, behind the scenes sort of stuff. I got a laptop right here, and I've got the ideas and things I want to talk about and certain stuff. And I need to, ads, whatever I got to promote. And I can scroll like this, and I can read it right there, so it looks like I'm making eye contact with you instead of looking down here, you see. And so we had that technology for you, and I guess you were scrolling, and you
My
slid.
fingers got too big.
Yeah, and it was like 5 seconds of
Which is what? The worst thing in life on
dead air.
Dead air. Cannot have
Can't
dead air.
have dead air. But other than that, I want to say great job and thank you. Shane Flint says, great job, Country-ish team. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Renier Dutoit?
Ooh, that's
This is obviously someone from another country.
Yes.
Can you see that? How would you pronounce that?
Dutoit.
The first name.
Dutoit.
Renier Dutoit.
Dutoit.
Ball, you've been in other countries. How do you pronounce that?
I would say Renier Dutoit.
Oh, I like the way you say it.
Ooh, sexy.
Do it again.
Renier Dutoit.
There you go. He said, you guys seem like funny people. Is this comedy?
We ask ourselves.
Hey,
we
we
ask
don't know
ourselves
either.
the same thing too.
Well,
my
he
God.
said we seemed like funny people. And I wasn't even here for that episode. But thank you, Leonard. It's in the eye of the beholder, buddy. You let us know.
subjective.
Do you think it's subjective?
Yeah, it is subjective.
I thought we were going for drama that day, but
Everything's more funny here than in France, believe me.
Laura Savage, she said, my father's friend, when we were in our 20s, held a dollar bill waist high and asked me what it was. Apparently, it's all you could eat under $1.
I love it.
Dad's friend, yeah.
That is
Good old classic.
That is a great
weird
line.
inappropriate dad joke to a kid.
Yeah.
Oh no, he said 20s. Okay, yeah, that's good. Well, thank you for that comment, Laura.
That might be comedy.
Yeah. So thank you all for the comments. Leave more. Did you vote? We're going to get to that in a minute. But normally, so we also love reviews, Apple Podcast reviews. We need reviews. It helps us. It tricks the algorithm. It pushes us up if we get more ratings and reviews. And if you want to help the show, write us a nice review. Give us 5 stars. Normally, I'd have my intern Isaiah read it, but he's not here because he has to work on Mondays. Tuesdays he comes in here, but today's Monday. But really, it's Tuesday, or is it? But I'll read this one. This is a new one by Thin Crust. Yeah, Cruss. On October the 14th, this person wrote, "Love this show. Great podcast. So entertaining and funny. Give it a listen. Always see John when he's in Fort Worth, Texas. Great stand-up." Crap. Now, see, we told people to write something, and then we make Isaiah say it. But he's not here. So now I have to say it. But don't worry, Thin Crust. Next time we have Isaiah in here, I'll make him say this. All right, I won't forget you. But I'm going to go ahead and give you the shout out and read it anyway. BTW, my name, I'll do it like Isaiah.
Yeah, do it in
I'll do
Isaiah.
it like
That's all
Isaiah.
do it in Isaiah.
All right, hang on. Let me start over. Now I'm going to do my Isaiah impression. I'm going to read it like Isaiah. I've got an air horn right here. I wonder if this works. Okay, I got one. Whew, these are loud too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, we got a new one right here. 5 stars. Says, "Love this show by Thin Crust. Great podcast. So entertaining and funny. Give it a listen. Always see John when he's in Fort Worth, Texas. Great stand-up. By the way, my name is Isaiah, and I play with my nuts while John Reap does the Country-ish podcast." All right, 5 stars. All right. Thank you, Thin Crust. All righty. Yeah, since I asked the question, did you vote? I'll just ask you guys. Did you vote?
No.
Will you be voting? I know technically it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it's today to them at home. You're a Southeastern Man of Mystery.
Yeah, I have to
So where
vote
would
in
you
4
vote?
states, though.
Huh?
I have to go vote in 4 states.
Wow.
From North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida.
But you can only vote in one. I don't know how this works.
I can only vote in Florida, and I'm not going to be able to get there.
Well, I think that one's locked up. I was just in Florida.
You locked it up. I'm not concerned.
There's signs everywhere.
Oh, I know.
People standing on the corner with DeSantis signs just like this. I'm like, he's going to be fine. You don't need to advertise DeSantis right now in Florida. He's got that locked up, I feel.
He
I
does.
feel like, everyone's talking about the red wave of coming. This right here is a red wave,
You
baby.
got it, yeah.
But yeah, I voted early. Got it out of the way last week or a week or 2 ago. Got my little sticker. I'm not going to tell you who it's for. It's none of your dang business. Ball.
sir, I will be, since getting in my Back to the Future vehicle, so tomorrow I will be voting today.
Okay, and where do you vote?
I will be voting in the county of Wilkes tomorrow.
Okay, good deal. Let's go to the booth. Have you guys done voted? Did you get it over with? Or are you doing it tomorrow or today?
I already voted. Yeah, I voted last week.
You did the early? I did early too. Yeah. I always think it's funny.
Eligible to vote?
Huh?
Yeah. Oh, Coble is not old enough to vote. So.
Yeah. How old are you, Coble? I forgot.
I'm
17. All right. Well, the reason why I bring it up is because, every election cycle, whether it's a 2-year or 4-year, whatever it is, you always see people reminding you to vote. Don't forget to vote. Vote, vote, vote. They always tell you to vote, which is good. It's a right we should exercise, I guess. But if you're telling someone to vote, aren't you kind of saying the way I want you to?
Yes.
I mean,
Definitely.
do you think it's ever happened where, I don't know, I'm trying to think of, let's say, who's someone who's extra one side? You know what I mean? Like, let's just say Trump.
Yeah.
Let's say Trump just did a commercial. He's like, don't forget to vote. Do you think he would be mad at himself if he actually accidentally reminded a liberal to go vote against him?
I think he should say.
Because I think it has to backfire.
Yeah, he
at
should
some
just say,
point.
go out there and vote for me.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you see these commercials, these ads that are generic, where all they say is, don't forget to vote. It's one of the best rights we have as Americans. Go do your civic duty and go vote. But what if? Because that person has an opinion. But what if you vote against the way that, it seems like it could backfire.
It's all about my way.
Right. So maybe that's what they should be doing is like, don't forget to vote. And then it's small, the way I told you to. The way I want you to. Yeah. But yeah. I got mine out of the way. Happy Election Day. Hope you voted, I guess, if you voted the way I want you to, which you don't know because I'm not telling you. That's my right. I think people shoot themselves in the foot sometimes.
Did you have to, off topic, did you have to show your ID when you voted?
I don't remember. I think I walked in. It was over here in Mountain View.
Yeah.
Where Hoopies and all that crap was.
Oh.
There's a little library right there.
I voted in Hoopies a lot in my day.
Hoopies or herpes?
You know the area I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So you just walk in there. Did I kick something? No. Okay. You just walk in there. It's like a library area. There's something next to it. Anyway, I think as soon as I walked in, they asked me for like my birthday or something. And they just looked me up. They ask you questions. They didn't look at my ID.
Oh, okay. Here's my problem.
Yeah.
This is my whole problem. The only reason I bring this up is because I almost got arrested at Walmart the other day.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, because of self-checkout. I hate it. But they came over. I was trying to buy Corona. And they flag you. And they came over and they said, we need your ID.
Right. This pisses you off.
It does. You've been with me before, and it's pisses me
I've
off.
seen you get angry at wait staff who know who you are, and they still have to ask for the ID because there's cameras. Right?
Yeah.
That's their excuse.
That's their excuse.
It's policy and it's cameras. We have to.
And some of them we've been drinking out before.
Yeah.
But that's
And you're like,
that's a
you
whole
come on,
nother
you
ball.
know who I am.
Exactly.
Right.
But even if you don't, I do not look. I've been buying beer since we were 15 years old.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have.
Yeah.
At the Piggly
totally.
Wiggly.
Yeah,
On
that should
the
get
beach.
credit for that.
Should.
Yeah.
That should be extra. But they asked me for my ID, and I said, as soon as you require my ID to vote, I will give you my ID to buy beer.
Oh, okay.
That didn't go over well.
Oh, at the Walmart when
At
you
the
were checking
Walmart.
out.
That is their company policy that they require everyone, even if you come in with the cane out of the nursing home, you have to show your ID.
At some point, you gotta just.
Common sense?
Yeah.
Seems like there should be a club for that.
Did you get your beer?
Well, they called the manager over, and we had a discussion, and I just explained to them that's not how the law says, and that Walmart cannot be above the law.
Did you get the beer?
I got the beer.
And you did not have to show
But you
my
know
ID?
it's an amendment to the Constitution. Fact check me, Mark.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's an amendment to the Constitution that says you have to be over 21 now, but not in Alabama. You can buy beer in Alabama at 19, but they don't get the federal money. I may be wrong about that.
Wait a
But
minute.
if you're a state in the union, you have to be 21.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
21.
But it doesn't say I have to have the ID
The
to
ID to
show
prove
you.
it.
I just have to be 21.
Oh, so you're holding their feet to that little verbiage.
So
part
if
of
you
it.
want to call the cops and the ALE, and then they want to
Come out here and assess
because
it.
I can give you my birth date like you did when you
Yeah.
voted.
Right, and then they look you up.
Yes.
When you vote, that's how they did it.
That's how they look.
Like I walk in and they go, "What's your name?" I go, "Reap
I
Jonathan."
mean,
Reap.
Walmart's already got me. They already got my.
Right.
I'm on Walmart Plus.
Okay,
You got it.
Well, there you go. And you bought that. You have a track record of buying beer there.
I have a
before.
large track record.
Yeah, right.
I'll show them my history.
Yeah, you just walk in with a receipt from last time and go, "I've already been here.
Been here, done that.
This is me."
Yeah.
So how long did it take you?
Oh, it
That
took me
whole
15,
process.
20 minutes. Then the lady got frustrated. She got frustrated. I said, I'm not trying to be an ass about anything, but I am trying
But
to say.
I will be.
Maybe you should ask your people above you.
Okay. Were you just getting beer or other stuff?
Just beer. Well, beer and, a couple little things.
Yeah.
That's it.
So yeah, is it because you lose your ID all the time?
That's because I go out to John Reed comedy shows.
Sebastian, love this man dearly with all my heart. Loses, how many times have you lost your
At
wallet?
least 6 or 7.
He drops stuff all the time. So I think there's a history of you just losing stuff. And you do you have a passport?
I have a passport.
We're in Asheville.
Hey,
Didn't you pull?
Sean,
Yeah.
I actually still have a pair of reading glasses you left here.
See?
I've started to use them. I hope that's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
you
So I hope
Yeah.
you can.
Didn't
It'll
they
make
work
you
great
see.
for me, so-
It'll make you see clearer.
I had a pair of sunglasses in my car
Yeah,
for
he
like a
did.
week straight. I wore them in here. He didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You left your shoes at my pool one time.
For a year, probably.
I've also
Oh,
got
and-
an old billfold of yours. Has a whole bunch of cards and cash in it. I don't know.
This will be a fun scavenger game for everybody out there in the wild, especially if you're in the Southeast.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to tell you this. Oh, I'm sorry. We have these country-ish stickers now
Okay.
that, when we play the residual check game, if you opt out to not get the residual check, we're going to send you other country-ish swag. And one of those things is a little sticker. It just says countryish.com, whatever. So I had some in my car. And when I was driving to Jacksonville, Florida and back, every time I'd stop to pee or get gas, I'd put a countryish sticker in the bathroom
Yeah.
and on the gas pump
Yeah.
itself. So that's a fun scavenger hunt game. See if you can find where I stopped from here to Florida. Take a picture of it, tag us. Or if you find Sebastian's shoes, wallet, hat, glasses.
That's bonus money.
Bonus money.
That's bonus
Keep it.
money.
That sounds like the countryist version of geocaching.
Yeah.
Or if you find my dignity in Richmond, Virginia, I'd like to have it back.
Your dignity's been going a long time.
Something like that.
So in Asheville,
Yeah.
we were up there having fun one weekend, and you
Yeah.
pulled out your passport, right?
Yeah.
Well, passport would work.
It does, but I messed them up at Walmart with the passport too.
Oh.
Because I finally
gotcha.
said, I don't think we can take that. You can't take a federal document.
In Walmart?
Yeah. So I had them so jacked up, they were all messed up. You can't take a federal document. You're not getting my ID.
Well, look, let's move on. Happy election day.
Yeah.
Get your driver's license renewed while you're at it if you're thinking about it. All right. Normally, this is where we do best trends.
Yeah.
Couple of trending topics we can talk about right now. I don't know if it'll be trending by tomorrow. Election day was one. I've been watching this. I've been loving this because it doesn't really affect me whatsoever, but I love watching other people get riled up about it. Hashtag Elon Musk, Twitter takeover. Whoa. Have you been watching that? Are you even on Twitter, Sean? Sebastian?
I'm barely am on Twitter.
Yeah.
Barely. I mean, I think Twitter should be for like people who got big followings. What am I
Yeah.
doing? What am I going to do on Twitter? Nobody's going to check me.
Well, okay. As a comedian,
You should be on
public figure, I guess, whatever. I feel like whatever social media is happening, I got to go there,
Yeah.
secure my name,
Yeah.
and then that way no one can take my name and pretend to be me.
Right.
And then maybe I can promote country-ish or stand-up comedy shows or Sundrop or whatever. So in the very beginning, I'm gonna go way back. It was MySpace, right?
Yeah.
Remember?
MySpace.
Yeah. So I got the MySpace. I thought, okay, here we go. This is good. I can build a little audience here. Then one day everybody goes, no, that's for old people. Facebook's where it's at. Then everybody goes to Facebook. And then somewhere between MySpace and Facebook, Twitter was did its comeuppance. But I never really figured out Twitter. When people left Facebook or MySpace to flock to Twitter, I'm talking about, I don't know, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. I didn't understand, well, why would you go to a social media platform where they don't allow you to talk as much, use as many words, and share as many things? Because, it's all about you have to keep it under 50.
Yeah, it's really abbreviated.
Yeah, or whatever it was. And so I didn't really I don't think you could share pictures at first either. I think it was just text in the very beginning. Am I right? Has it always been pictures? I don't know.
Text.
But it's evolved and changed over the years. But I never got the appeal of Twitter in the beginning. But I went, like I said, grab my name, make sure I'm on there, blah, blah, blah. So I have the least amount of followers of all the social media I have. The least amount I have is on Twitter. So this Elon Musk takeover, it's not going to affect me one way whatsoever. I have been stuck at 23.1 thousand followers for 10 years. I can say and do anything I want on Twitter. Nothing happens. Nothing. So this show is on Twitter. Who's watching us right now on Twitter? Not a damn one of you. No, they're on Facebook or YouTube. So when I saw Elon Musk is going to take it over, I'm like, well, goody, let's make some changes around here, see what's going to happen. But there's a lot of people getting pissed off about it. What are your thoughts, Ball? You care? Are you on Twitter?
I'm actually looking at the stuff from the imposter ban.
Oh, yeah. So there's a lot of, Kathy Griffin just got banned. This is as of today, I don't know, a couple of hours ago, for pretending to be Elon Musk. But apparently a lot of people that are not happy that Elon Musk took over have changed their name to @Elon Musk on Twitter, which I guess I didn't know you could do. I don't know. But I want to ask D. Allen Jackson, because I feel like you know more than me and Sean and Mark about this Elon Musk Twitter impersonating thing that's going on. It's people who are doing it who aren't happy about him taking over, right?
Yeah. So you've got some former Twitter employees. He laid off thousands of employees, 50% of the workforce last week.
Right.
A lot of them went up and started changing their name on Twitter to Elon Musk, because you can put whatever name you want up there on Twitter.
Okay, so you can change your name, but not the
can't
@
change the
part.
actual @ whatever symbol.
Okay.
So a lot of people changing their name to Elon Musk, and we're making just ridiculous comments and trying to make him sound like he's saying stupid things.
Yeah.
So
a
lot of people are doing this.
Yeah.
The comedian, what's her name?
Kathy Griffith.
Yeah. So she did it, and he banned her. I don't know if he banned anybody else that was doing it, but he did put up a policy you're not allowed, you're going to get kicked off if you try to impersonate somebody else.
I'm okay with that because, all right, I'm a blue check. I got a blue check next to my name on Twitter.
Right now you do.
As of now. I mean, it's been up there a minute.
You're going to have to pay $8 a month to keep that going forward.
Well, he even stated that. He said if she really wants her account back, she can have it.
Yeah.
But for $8.
$8. Which, if I feel like there's value to that, I might do it. Again, like I told you, I only got 23.1 thousand people on there. So it might not even be worth it for me. But if I had millions of followers on there, I'd be like, absolutely, I would do that. But my point was, the whole reason of the blue check wasn't that to verify that you are the actual person.
Correct.
That says you are. Not that you are famous, not that you are rich, not that you have thousands of followers, but that you are verified to be that actual person who's running that account.
Yeah, so basically, it's anybody can now, when he starts this thing up, pay $8 a month and get their name verified. But then you could still go and change your name. So John, the only problem is, you could pay your $8 and have your blue check, but somebody else could go and get their name verified and then change their name to the real John Reap.
Which is counterintuitive of being verified.
Right, yes.
So he'll probably change that, I hope. Maybe. I'm for him changing that because it is confusing. If you don't know, who you're following. You need to know that it's the actual person.
It leaves a loophole for what you pay for, so to speak. In
Yeah.
other words, if you go in and verify it under that aspect and give the chump change,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, is anyone else in here verified on Twitter? Am I the only person?
I've got a whole whopping 3 followers, so no.
Alan, Moose,
Yes.
are you verified on Twitter?
I am not, no.
Okay. I got verified a while back, and you didn't have to pay for it. All they wanted was proof that you are that person. And I asked my managers and agents to help me with that, and they did.
You have to give them your ID.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I assume that, yeah. Nice.
You're out.
I
Send them a Walmart receipt, man.
We're talking back here. I'm assuming there's still going to be some sort of verification,
Yeah.
even if you're paying your $8. But I mean, the thing is, I could go in and do $8. Say,
Yeah.
yeah, my name's Alan Jackson. That's all that. But then I can go and change my name,
Yeah.
just like anybody else is doing on Twitter, to still say John Reed.
And
And
I'm
I'll have
kind
a
of
blue
not.
check next to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's going to get confusing.
I'm kind of not for. This is going to sound elitist in a weird way, but I'm kind of not for just anybody off the street being able to get the blue check. I kind of feel like you have to be sort of a public figure. That's to me is like, what made it, sort of cool. Like, oh, I'm John Reap. I got the blue check. I've been on TV and film and blah, blah, blah. Not like, I'm just some guy off the street who paid $8.
I think what they ought to do is give you like 2 blue checks.
Here we go.
Okay.
Now we're talking.
And do like SugarDaddy.com does, where as long as you verify yourself with the video, then they know you're real and not a bot.
Video.
A bot, yeah. That's
Yeah.
it.
And then if you pay $50 a month, you get 4 blue checks.
I would pay.
I
Yeah.
think it's just it's a
Like a 5 sort.
Well, maybe let's just get away from. Okay, all right. I'm Elon. I got it. Anybody can get a blue check for $8. Boom. All right. Now we're getting rid of the bots, which
Right.
I'm for, and we're getting rid of the people who are faking whatever. All right. So that's a blue check.
Yeah.
Then we move on to a different thing. Maybe it's a gold star.
Maybe it's a red check. If you want
Red check, dude.
You and Trump, y'all gonna be red checks.
It sounds like a Polish hockey team.
Yeah.
The
Why is
red
it always
chicks.
gonna be blue?
I don't know. But, I think you don't have to keep doing the blue check. Although blue checks are also on Facebook, Instagram.
It's universal.
It's a universal thing.
Yeah.
So maybe this is Elon's chance to come up with a whole different kind of verification. Like, so you got the celebrity ones, you got political ones, you've got maybe comedians that have different types of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Might even include maybe like a little sound bite. So it'd be like, click
Oh.
on, you see that, and it's like,
Yeah.
da-da-da.
Well, I had heard this somewhere that either Facebook or maybe it's Twitter, like MySpace used to do. You would have a musical thing. You'd pick a song to go with your page.
Yeah.
I heard that he might be bringing that back as well.
Well, we can't let Isaiah do it. He's going to make it sound like he's coming into a WWE match.
Well, I don't know. It's funny to watch what's happening. I'm interested to see where it'll go. I know he's going to change the edit button. He's going to add an edit button, which is cool. And he's going to make it where you can add more text and longer videos. And that's all I know so far.
I think there is a poll out also.
Okay.
Fact check me. That they're wanting to bring Vine back. You remember Vine?
Yes. Twitter acquired Vine.
Vine fell off.
Yeah.
But now we're in a different world with TikTok and
Right.
Reels.
Can we just be done with it, please? Let's stop at TikTok. Just be done after TikTok, all right? Coble, one of these days, you're gonna, if you live long enough, if you're lucky to live as long as me, you'll be 50, and you'll be like done with all of it. TikTok's the new one, but let's be done with it, please. I can't keep up. It's too many. And I'm not verified on TikTok. I don't know how you get verified on TikTok. Is that even a thing? Can you be verified on TikTok?
Yeah, it's just like everywhere else. It's a combination of how popular you are everywhere else.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you'll get there one day.
I got shadow banned apparently, so I didn't know this. Episode of Heffron and Reap. Okay, John Heffron has a I'm afraid to even make a freaking fake gun. Can I say gun? John Heffron had a BB gun in his hand, and he was talking about it. It looked just like a real Glock.
Yeah.
And he was playing with it and all this stuff, and he pulled the trigger, and it went off. And it was a funny moment. I laughed my head off because he didn't mean to do it. He shot a hole in his wall, okay? I thought, oh, that's a good little interesting moment that we could do as a 20-second TikTok. And I put it up there. And they're like, this goes against the community guidelines. You cannot have guns and promote gun safety, blah, blah, blah. And so I got shadow banned. Right, Coble? Yeah. There you go, folks. So I don't know what the rules are. You know, it's a lot.
They make it as they go along.
Huh?
They make it up as they go along.
I feel like they do. And no one's in charge of it. It's an algorithm. It's a computer. We got one here.
Yeah.
It's in charge of itself. And it changes the rules when it feels like it, and it doesn't tell you. It's very confusing. Anyway, I hope you're watching. Leave a comment.
I do have a follow-up on his fact check.
Yes.
So as of October 31st, and they said they had, at that time frame, 14 hours left, 69.4% was voting for a return of the Vine. So 2.8 million votes have been cast.
Yes.
For Vine?
For Vine.
No, it was too much work for too little stuff.
I'll be swinging for Vine.
I don't want Vine. No to Vine. John Reap says no to Vine.
Okay, let me add that in.
Yeah. The Alan Jackson, how much time have we killed?
About 35, 36 minutes.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Just
I told
like
you,
that.
just like that.
Let's move on. Hashtag Aaron Carter passed away. That's always sad when someone dies, of course, at 35 years old. From what I know, well, Nick Carter is the one that was in Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys. And then his little brother went off and did his own little boy band type deal, solo. And then famously had a lot of drug problems, right? So they say they found him dead at 34 in his bathtub, and most likely it was some sort of OD and he drowned. So that's sad. If you need help, go get help, man. All right? It's not worth it, right? Say no to fentanyl, and rest in peace, Aaron Carter. Also, hashtag Veterans Day is coming up. And we happen to have a veteran sitting in here right now, Mr. Sergeant Mark Haverball. Clap for yourself. What? I didn't do it, he did it. What will you be doing for Veterans Day?
I will be, sometimes it's like a somber thing, but this year I'll pretty much just be linking with my dad and my son.
Okay.
My dad's a veteran, my son's currently in. And it's one of those things where I got a deep connection to, but it gives me a chance to remember my former mentors, my soldiers, and stuff like that. So it gives me a time for reflection.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service. Thank you all for your service. All the veterans out there, we'll remember you that day. And did you like the little plug I gave you in Jacksonville?
Absolutely. Caught me off guard, but absolutely.
So Sergeant Mark Haverball came to see me in Jacksonville, which I haven't even talked about yet. But he was sitting in the sort of mid-front area.
I figured you put me in the center for
I started talking about country-ish, and I said, one of my interns is here right now, and I gave him a big old veteran shout-out, and so that guy drives a tank. But yeah, we can show some pictures from Jacksonville. If you came to see me in Jacksonville this past weekend, thank you. This is the podcast I was talking about. Normally we're live, but I have to record this one. And we can show some pictures. So here we go. The Alan Jackson, this one's up right now, yes?
Yes, sir.
All right, so this is after the show. I always do a meet and greet. And this lady came up to me with her dog. And I'm all for dogs and pets. But it got me thinking, like, you can't see it, but on the dog it has a vest that says, "Do not pet." It doesn't say service animal. It doesn't say anything like seeing eye dog. It says do not pet. So I don't think this is a service dog. I think this is, and thank you for coming to see me. I hope you're watching this. But at some point, when did people stop being allergic to dogs? I don't hear anyone. You go back 30 years, It was the thing. People were like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm allergic to dogs. I'm sneezing. It's a thing. I'm allergic to the dander, the dog dander, or whatever.
Dog dander.
I don't hear anybody allergic to dogs. All I hear today is we're allergic to cats and peanuts. That's it. Why? How did people stop getting allergic to dogs? And can't you go 2 hours without your damn dog?
Yeah.
Leave it at home.
Puppy love.
Yeah.
It's puppy love.
It was a sweet dog, though.
It posed. Do you see it? It's
Yeah, the
posing
dog's
in the
looking right at the
picture.
camera. She's like, what? What camera? So, yes.
I was just going to say it was a better picture of the dog than it was of her.
I hope you're watching. Thank you for coming. Yeah. All right, so I signed some boobs.
Oh, you got some splaining to do, John
This
Reed.
happens from time to time.
Splaining.
You know, I talk about being the Dodge Hemi guy. And I talk about, when people ask me, they'll yell out Hemi and I'll talk about it. And I'll say, yeah, I used to do this. I did this. I signed girls' boobies.
Yeah.
Like I say that on stage.
Yeah.
And at some point that seeps into someone's head. And they come up to me after the show and they do this. And they hand me a Sharpie and they say, you signed my boobs. Now, Jody, I will sign boobs. I do not touch them. If you notice, I've got my hands back like this. So I'm very careful to put, the only thing making contact with the boob is the pin.
Is that
So
felt?
just
is
the
that a
tip.
felt? Is that a felt pin?
Yeah.
So just the tip.
It's not a
I
felt
thought
boob.
that was a felt
It's a felt pin, not a felt tit. Felt tip, not a
Pin.
felt tit. Felt
Boy,
tip
you're getting
pin,
you're getting a
not
little
a felt tit.
you're
woman.
getting a little
Yeah.
red there, Reap.
No. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, thank you. It's
I-
not a
that's
number.
not the I signed John on that one and Reap on the other.
So you couldn't just write it on one and move on. You had to
I had
get
to
a
go like,
double.
John.
Oh, a lot of. I noticed you have a lot of.
But yeah, let's go to the next one. And then that lady, I signed hers too. Yeah.
Wow.
Here we are on stage, Jacksonville, Florida. Had a good time. Thanks for coming out and supporting the live comedy. Oh yeah, Mike Freed, that's the bald guy right there. Opening act, very funny guy, very helpful fella. Also an attorney. He said if you ever,
Of course,
these kind of guys.
everybody in Florida is an attorney. Everybody is.
You can tell this guy is a smart, well-off human being, and he's doing comedy for fun,
Yeah.
whereas I'm doing it for a living, and I need the money. He's got money, but he's also funny. He decides like, I'll just do this on the weekends for fun, for shits and giggles. All right, so this is at the Jacksonville Comedy Zone when you walk in. It's in a Ramada Inn. I should have taken pictures, dude. I
You
should have
gotta
taken my
see
own
it.
pictures.
You should.
You've been to this Ramada
I've been,
Inn.
and I didn't know it was actually. I'm like, this is not the right place.
Yeah. Ramada Inn, on a scale from 1 to 5 stars, I'm talking all Ramada Inns in general.
3.
Where does that fall for you?
Well,
From 1 to 5.
3
5 being the four,
if it's
four
missing,
seasons.
if it's missing a letter in the sign, which I know this one had to be missing. You know when the light goes out,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the letters on the
Yeah.
sign. It's a 3.2.
Yeah.
3.8 if it's got all the letters.
All right, let's be generous.
I know.
Well, you said 3.
I was saying 3.
Yeah, I'll go 2.6. But this Ramada Inn has been around forever. It's a Ramada
It
Inn.
is one of the older ones.
It's one of those motel-looking type deals where your doors open outdoors,
Right.
not inside.
It's not a hotel.
It's not a hotel. It's like a motel.
Motel.
But they do give me the best room there, which you've been to.
I have been there.
The
The Manchurian suite.
no, Mandarin.
Oh, Mandarin.
Yeah, but you always say Mandarin. It's a big room with a full-size kitchen. It's out of place.
Well, it has, and it's still there. I'm sure it's still there.
Nothing's changed.
Okay, it has the biggest white refrigerator, like you went to your grandma's
It's a
house.
full-size fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a motel room.
Right. It's weird. It has a living room. It has a bedroom. It has a bathroom and a walk-in closet. Like a walk-in closet where it's like different. You can hang stuff and put your
Yeah.
shoes up on a rack.
Sounds like
it's
the
of
closet
place.
was bigger than my room.
Yeah. So when I go there, I'm like, oh, I get that suite. That's always nice. I can walk from that suite straight to the club, straight back. I don't have to drive anywhere. It's very convenient. But that walk from that suite to that comedy club, that's where it gets scary and dicey.
Well, yeah.
Because there are people who stay there
Yeah.
and who are not in the Manchurian suite. And I don't know what it is about motels where why do people love to be outside of their room
They'll take a
smoking
chair out.
and on their phone?
Yeah, they'll take a chair out and set it out on the balcony.
Yeah, just sit out there and hang out like you have a room. Why are you sitting in your room? There's a TV in there. You could be watching it. It's free HBO. You're out here. I don't know. I wish I would have taken pictures. I mean, many times I had to go downstairs, people just sitting on the stairs.
So you
outdoors.
You may not remember this, but the last time I was there, I came up, the show was over, went back to your room, and we were going to go out and get something to eat, and you're like, poke your head out and see if there's anybody waiting, like groupies.
Yeah, or just weirdos.
Yeah, there were. So you had to sneak out. I had to create a diversion. Just to get to the Steak and Shake, dude.
Yeah.
That was how serious it was.
There are, the people who will go to the show will sometimes stay there too.
Yeah.
So even if they didn't know me before, they just saw me. And now they see me going to my room. Like, I don't want to know where I'm at. Hey, man, you a heavy guy, you in there? You know, anyway, it was, I had a good time in Jacksonville. We hate you didn't make it this time. Glad you made it. Thank you all for, oh yeah, this picture. So Mark Haverball took this picture. This little cabinet of all the comedians that have been there throughout the years and all this. They made a little display. And Mark, why did you take this picture? Because of this one. My little thing is hidden. It's like, you can't see it in the original picture, but you gotta get it at an angle. And then they see the John Reap Metro Jethro DVD cover. But anyway, thank you all for coming. I think we should take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more country-ish after this. Hey everybody, let's go cruising! That's right, we're doing it again. November 5 through 11, 2023. We're going cruising, baby, and I want you to come with me. This time, 7 days on Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas. It is the world's largest cruise ship. It is brand new. We leave from Port Canaveral with stops at Royal Caribbean's private island. Perfect day at Coco Cay. Cozumel, Mexico. We're going to Isla Roatan, Honduras. We're going to Puerto Costa Maya, Mexico. It's a great new ship, more destinations, more comedians. 3 comedians going to Mexico. We're called the See Amigos Tour because it ain't just me. We got John Heffron and we got Reno Collier. That's right. We're doing comedy, karaoke, all the meeting and greeting and drinking you can imagine. And you can book your spot right now. Go to johnreap.com/cruise and secure your spot right now. And I will see you on the boat. All right. Book your cabin ASAP. We're about a little less than a year away, right? What is no, we will be on the ship right now, this time next year. So you better book that cabin because it's the countdown is a happening. It's going to be so much fun. All right, so let's do that. Real quick, Camp Lejeune, y'all. Let's talk about that. For many years, between 1953 and 1987, Marines, their family members, and infant children were exposed to contaminated drinking water at Camp Lejeune. Hold up. Ball, ever been to Camp Lejeune?
I have not, but that's because it's a Marine base, not an Army base.
Gotcha. Well, as you know, a lot of people were exposed to contaminated drinking water, including all satellite camps. Many were sickened and died unnecessarily because of the groundwater contamination. If you or your loved one worked, lived, or served at Camp Lejeune, call us right now for more information and legal help. You might be eligible for significant financial compensation. Call the Law Office of Environmental Litigation Group at 888-660-2492. Again, that is 888-660-2492. Nope, that's where we missed Isaiah. All right. You know, there's a lot of irrational national holidays out there, right? They're dumb.
Yep.
There's always a random one. Like today, I'll give you a couple of them. Today, November the 8th, it is National Cappuccino Day. I like a good cappuccino every now and then. If I need instant caffeine, and not a lot of liquid cappuccino. Although it does take a while to make it. I like the sound it makes. A cappuccino machine. It sounds like it's really getting in there and it's doing stuff. It's grinding and it's, I love the sound of it. Cappuccinos? You're not a coffee guy, are you?
No,
Yeah.
no coffee for me. That's for old
I'm not
people.
big on cappuccinos, but I have had them, had the espressos. I prefer lattes myself.
Yeah. Wait, cappuccino, that's the tiny one, right? No, I'm thinking of espresso.
Espresso's the tiny one.
That's what I was thinking of the whole time.
Yeah, that's
Wait, what's a cappuccino?
Cappuccino's got more of a.
There's a picture of one.
Oh, it's got the foam and the milk. Yeah. I don't need those.
Yeah.
I don't need that. That's too much work for a drink. But, that's dumb. What say you guys? Cappuccino boys back there? Huh? It's very Italian. It sounds manly. It sounds like a mob thing.
No.
All right.
Hardcore, no.
It is also National Parents as Teachers Day. I feel like that was every day in 2020, right?
Yeah.
When you could not when your child wasn't allowed to go to school. I think that was every day. So happy that. It's also National STEM or STEAM Day, which I don't even know what that means. I think that's like science, technology, education, math, something like that. Am I right?
It's education.
Correct me, Coble. Get on the mic.
We're close. It's engineering and math.
Engineering and math. Okay.
Engineering.
Yeah. All right. Not too far off.
Ah.
But here's what I can kind of get behind. It's National Harvey Wallbanger Day.
Harvey Wallbanger.
What do you know about a Harvey Wallbanger?
Man, I like to say it. I don't know anything.
I don't
How did
either.
That happen?
National Harvey Wallbanger Day
Who's Harvey?
recognizes a fruity and spirited cocktail made with 3 parts vodka, 1 part
Uh-oh.
I don't know that word.
Uh-oh.
Girolamo,
Curacao?
and 6 parts orange juice. Pour into a highball glass and garnish it with orange slice or a maraschino cherry. It seems like a lot of work. Just do the vodka. So what is that word? G-A, all right, Google this, Ball.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I can't even see. G-A-L-L-I-A-N-O. What is that word? It's 1 part, you get 1 part of it in a Wallbanger. So who is Harvey Wallbanger?
I don't know. Tell me, John.
Galliano is a liquor.
A liquor or
Yes.
liqueur?
It's liqueur.
Okay.
You got my accent.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to read it right now for you guys, unless you want to read it for them. In 1968, at a chili tasting in San Diego, hosts served Harvey Wallbangers, along with a story explaining the cocktail's origin. According to the story, all that remained of a Laguna Beach party included vodka, that stuff, and orange juice. When the partygoers left, Harvey remained banging his head against the wall.
Hence, heavy metal was born.
Well, who the hell's Harvey? However, I should have read this beforehand. It's a San Diego drink. I don't know who Harvey is.
And where are their walls on the beach? That's what I need to know too.
What's that?
Didn't it say it was on the beach?
I don't know if it was on
Well,
the beach.
the following part was said that it was there was another guy. He doesn't know the drinks, but he said he attributes it to a surfer named Tony Wallbanger. I guess Harvey was a first name, and said it inspired the cocktail.
He operated Duke's Black Watch Bar on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. Over the years, Antone collected quite a few credits for famous beverages. As a bartender, his resume was impressive. Inventor of the Rusty Nail, the White Russian, and the Flaming Russian, according to the bartending wizard. In 1952, a surfer named Tony Wallbanger inspired the cocktail. Perhaps the party in Laguna Beach is a version of Antone's. However, no one has been able to identify the inspirational surfer. So it's like a lore, a myth.
Yeah.
Okay. Harvey
It's a bar
Wallbanger
lore.
remained a quiet little secret in the San Diego area until around 1968. All right. Whatever. Happy National Harvey Wallbanger.
We should have a
Day.
Harvey Wallbanger.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like an adult film, right? Oh, here comes like a porn name.
Yeah.
Like if my name were Harvey in real life, Harvey Wallbanger would be my porn name.
You know what mine is? My porn name
What is your porn name, Sebastian?
Brock Cockenheimer.
Is that
Yes, absolutely.
why is this?
I don't know. But it's fun to go bowling and top it in.
Yeah.
You know, when you're on bowling and you're like, Brock Cockenheimer.
Cockenheimer.
You're on lane 7.
Anytime where you have to give someone your name and they're going to have to read it out loud.
Yeah.
I remember a time when I went to NC State. Deion Jackson, you know Aaron Bowman?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So we used to be pretty good friends at NC State. And this was his idea. You had to go and camp out and wait for tickets for a basketball game. Back in the day when we were kind of decent at least, if we were playing Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and when you do that, you go as a sort of a team, right? There's like 10 of us. We're all going to camp out together and we'll have a tent. We'll sit here for like, a day or two. But then this lady will come up and go, okay, what's your team name and how many tickets, whatever. And he would always go, our team name is our team name is look at my tits. And so this girl, when it was time to read, like, okay, and look at my tits. It's dumb. It's kind of like, is my cunt here? Has anyone seen my cunt?
Yeah.
Anytime where someone has to read or announce, I always think of Aaron Bowman on that one because love that guy.
The old Porky's throwback
Right, exactly, 100%. All right, boys. Well, we've killed an hour up in here. Thank y'all for watching at home. Any last minute things you want to throw in?
I'm good.
Wallbangers?
And just make our own signature drink sometime. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, we do have a sun drop.
Yeah.
Many sun drop beverages that Isaiah has come up with was sunshine. Sunshine.
The West Virginia.
What did he call the last one? I forgot. I wasn't here, guys.
West Virginia. Was it the Virginia South something?
South.
We're going to need to dive into that and do what we're partaking.
All right. Well,
we should develop a little Reapish cocktail recipe book.
Oh yeah. We should a whole list of different cocktails.
I mean,
That
because
we came up with.
Each of us.
I've already got one.
Yeah.
I have one.
Yeah.
I've had for
But
years.
we each got our own different flavors. We've seen that
Yeah.
in house, so we can sit there and just come in, parlay it with some other stuff, and just put our own mix on it.
What would a good overall country-ish beverage be? Like if you on a cocktail list, one was just called the country-ish.
Okay. What would be in it?
What is that? You let us know. What do you think it is? What do you think it is?
It's gonna have to be something. It's gonna have to be some PBR in there.
Really, beer? Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. If you go like a Moscow Mule type, isn't there ginger beer in it?
Yeah, there's ginger beer and a Moscow Mule.
Yeah. So maybe
you
does
can do some
PBR
ginger.
make a ginger beer? Oh, we gotta look into
Something
this.
country. So what's a
Yeah.
good country alcohol beverage?
Well,
Well, if it's a
You'd almost
cocktail,
have to go
I don't
moonshine.
think beer. I don't.
It would
Because
have
a
to
beer
be-
is a beer, and a cocktail is a cocktail.
Yeah,
You'd almost have to go for moonshine based though, because that's redneckish.
Moonshine based or a hard kicking bourbon
Yeah,
or
I would like a
whiskey
Kentucky. Yeah,
or some sort of like flavored vodka. I don't know. You come up with it. Let us know. Real quick, let me plug some tour dates, baby. Myrtle Beach, House of Blues, November the 16th. Come see me. One show, November 16th, Myrtle Beach, House of Blues. Also, December 8th through 11, Vegas, baby. I'll be in Las Vegas, Nevada at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club. December 29th through 31, Charlotte, North Carolina at the Comedy Zone. Then, January 19th through 21, Nashville, Tennessee at Zany's Comedy Club. April 15th, this is a save the date. All right, we're doing The Prom Part 2, the redo. That's right, we're doing Second Chance Prom, basically, in Hickory at Market on Main Cellar, April 15th. Save the date for that. and Ball. You and Elliot still doing the mustard seed and all the stuff, or are you guys working together still?
It depends on what the project is, but yes.
Okay. I don't remember who did the tickets for the Heffron and Reap comedy show that we did a while back.
As far as putting it together,
Yeah.
creating it, Elliot did that, but we worked together on the project. So
At some point, I'm going to need one or both of you to come up with that.
absolutely.
I'm going to lean on you for, because I want people to be able to buy tickets online before the date. But we got plenty of time. It's April 15th. Right now, save the date. You can get all those tour dates at countryish.com. All right. Look, thanks for watching. Thanks for rating. Thanks for reviewing. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing. We're not just a live video podcast on YouTube and Facebook. We're everywhere you get a podcast. Apple Podcast, Spandora, Spotify, Pandora, iHeart Radio, Stitcher, Podbean, you name it. Help us out. Join our Patreon support page. Okay, that's kind of like, and I meant to talk about this because someone told me I need to do this because some comedians are also doing this, and maybe I feel like I should do it. OnlyFans.
Yes.
OnlyFans, you can make it what you want, but it's something that people know about and they talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I walked up to an average Joe at a bar and mentioned OnlyFans, they'd laugh or get a snicker. They at least know what I'm talking about, right?
Right.
But what about Patreon? Some people unless they're in the podcast world, they might not even know what a Patreon is. So the Alan Jackson, I want to pick your brain about this. Should we create a country-ish or even a John Reap OnlyFans and we treat it like Patreon?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, we could try it.
I feel like it could be used the exact same way. I'm not going to show my cack or anything.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing as the After Dark. It's just taken to a different format.
But for now, if you want to help us out, go to countryish.com, click on our Patreon support page, and you'll help us keep the lights on here and keep doing this kind of stuff. And if you join for just $5 and up, you can be a part of the Country-ish After Dark. And that is where we get like OnlyFans, where we will take our shirts off and we talk to you guys one-on-one. We play drinking games. We get crazy. Nothing is off limits at Country-ish After Dark. And to sign up, go to countryish.com, click on support. All right, well, let's wrap this one up. For Sebastian, for Mark, intern Sergeant Mark, have a balls deep. For Coble, for Moose, for the Alan Jackson, my name is John Reap, and I wish you a bicycle.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back, but I wouldn't know that I'm from a cul-de-sac. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, a simple kind of life, never did me no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Go on, you.
Hey everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. We couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite. And all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you.